Hello, hi, welcome back. Today we are talking about beauty basics, specifically color correcting concealer, because I want to help you feel comfortable and confident with makeup. You might be thinking to yourself, how is color correcting concealer a part of beauty basics? It seems a little complex, and it can be, but it's fairly simple once you get the logistics of it, and it can be a game-changing step. I really want these videos to cover a lot of the frequently asked questions that I get, and so color correcting concealer is just one of those things that I feel like I can help you out with. So, what is color correcting concealer? So we are going to use color theory to correct your skin imperfections, not just cover them. Because you want to make your makeup work for you. And if you know what your goals are of what you want to achieve, then we can really break down the color wheel to get you there. It's all about neutralizing unwanted pigments. And to do that, we use the color wheel, and we're going to think about opposites of the color wheel, okay? The most common use of color correcting that I can remember back to like my teenage, early middle school days is green and red. So if we have red blemishes, spots, pimples, zits, any of those things, acne, you can use green, which is the opposite side of the color wheel, to neutralize the red pigment. So green neutralizes red. What are some other examples of this? Okay, so we think about dark under eye circles. This varies based on skin tone. For me, someone in the light fair skin tone category, dark eyes typically come out in like a blue purple. So if you look at the color wheel, what's the opposite of the under eye dark circle that I have? For me and for most fair skin folks, it's peach. So sometimes people use like an under eye concealer, just like their regular concealer, and they get like a gray cast, or sometimes it emphasizes the dark circles. And that's because you're not color correcting, you're just trying to cover it up. So let's fix the problem and correct the problem, not just try and cover it up. As you get into darker skin tones, this kind of varies. You're going to need more of like a red for under your eyes, or it's actually more of a yellowy, like brick golden color. And that just helps brighten, bring that forward, because that's usually what we want. Dark circles and shadows push things back. We want to brighten, lift, bring it forward. So I custom blend my own peach concealer specifically for me, which I'd be happy to do for you if you use the link in the description. And since this is my own personal pot, I do go ahead and just put my brush right in there, get a little bit on the bristles, and I just use a concealer brush for this. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand so I can so you can see the color there. Okay, it's like a nice warm peach color, and I'm only going to apply this where I need it. For me, you can see, and I will say that I don't have like significant dark circles, but I do get some blue tones, especially in this inner corner, like almost just here. It goes a little bit out. So that's where I'm going to place the color correcting concealer for me. It's going to be mostly in that inner corner. Up here too. Actually, I get a lot of blue on like the inside of my eye by the bridge of my nose. There. And that's just gonna warm that up. And when I am applying this color correcting concealer with this brush, I like to pat it in, okay? So pat is gonna allow me to blend while maintaining coverage, whereas like swiping could be like removing the product, okay? So you'll see me a lot with my brushes, I'll pat them in and around because I wanna keep that coverage there. I don't wanna move away the product. Clean my brush off a little bit. Using the same concealer brush, you know, it's just so you can see like for size preference, it's pretty small, it's wide and dense, and then when you turn it, it's nice and skinny on the side. So picking up a little green, again, we're gonna focus the red areas. So I have a pimple right here on my neck. I have one right here. That one's a freckle, but that one is a pimple. I have some like redness on my cheeks. I normally don't worry about that too much. And this bad boy right up here. This is just going to be so much better than trying to cover it up with a concealer. Do you ever realize how sometimes if you put a concealer on your imperfections that it like highlights them? Yeah, so we don't want to do that. Let's not draw attention to it. Let's draw attention away from it. I go ahead and just blend that in with a sponge, especially this one on the neck, because I'm not going to have much product down there. So other things to color correct. If we have unwanted blues, typically folks who have like veins that you can see, visible blue tones, you can pop some yellow on that to neutralize that. I don't really have too much blue going on. I have a lot of blue actually like on my eyelids, or a lot of veins visible on my eyelids, but we're not gonna worry about that because we have an eye base that's gonna help with that. And then the last one would be purple. Now I think of this purple as, well, we know that it's the opposite of yellow, but I think of like wanting to bring forward any dull spots, places that we're gonna be highlighting. I'm gonna place it like high up on my cheekbone areas and maybe the bridge of my nose. Maybe it's a little bit more than basic, but I just wanted to provide some information and some education on like where and why I would be using certain things. So you can see just already, look how lifted that cheekbone looks. You see that? Lovely. So what are my recommendations for color correcting concealers? First up, I have a pot of 4 color correcting concealers. This is super messy because it's very well loved and used. In this pot, there is a green concealer, there is a peach concealer, there is the lavender purple, and the yellow. I love it that it's a 4-in-1. I feel like it really accelerated my learning process and my comfortability and my confidence with using it, because I was able to play with all 4 and kind of see how they can, you know, reduce my unwanted pigments and enhance the features that I wanted to. The other suggestion I have, like I mentioned, is custom blending your own custom concealer. You can do this through me. I'm a custom mixologist, color consultant, and there is a link in the description for a request of contact if you are interested and you just want the peach or you just want the green, then let me know and I can hook you up with that. Links to all the products are in the description as well, with my favorite promo codes. These are all motives, always. This video was designed with the absolute basics in mind and kind of answering those most frequently asked questions that I get from my clients over the years and on a daily basis. If you feel that you're not 100% clear, or if you have an additional question, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will get back to you by typing a response and probably incorporate that into a future video. If this worked for you, please let me know in the comments if this was helpful and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. This video is just one of 14 videos in my Beauty Basics series, so head to the playlist link above, right up in that corner right there, if you want some more information and educational resources so that you can feel more comfortable and confident with your makeup. Makeup is fun, makeup is for everyone, so now it's on you. Go have some fun, try something new. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.